Tokyo Ghoul Chapter 63, dude. I'm ready right now. Let's go. I'm hype. I'm anxious to get my weekly fix of Tokyo Ghoul greatness. But here's the thing before we start. Yet again, so many people hit me up and were like, yo, son, live reaction is essential. The chapter is insane. It's gonna fuck with your mind. And I've come to expect this. At this point, it's per usual with based Ishida and what he does to me week after week. It's always insanity, it's always tragedy, it's always fucking with my mind. And that's why we've been doing the live reactions so consistently for this long. So I want to address this right now, and I want to quickly ask how everybody feels about it. For me, and what I think I want to do going forward as far as Tokyo Ghoul reviews and videos are concerned, is to continue with the live reactions for pretty much every chapter. Here's my reasoning for this, and the way that I plan to structure it going forward, and basically how I've been doing it in the last couple of weeks. My reasoning for this is because even when I do the reviews, I go page by page. The video ends up being pretty much the same length. The only thing you guys don't get is my raw initial reaction to a given panel, a given scene, anything that transpires. And that's something that a lot of people like to see, and it's actually something that I like sharing as well. So that's a big reason why I do it. We still, in the live reactions, just like the reviews, get to analyze panel by panel. It's just that I've had less time to sit with the chapter. So I don't have as much insight, and I haven't done as much research as I would do if I were to go ahead and do a review after reading the chapter, a handful of times like I used to do in the past. So I just want to ask real quick how people are feeling about this structure and about doing the live reactions, because as I go through the reactions, and most of them, I give my thoughts. I start to, theory craft and break things down panel by panel as I'm going along and reacting. And then if there's any more, dialogue that I want to have, any more things that I want to discuss or parse out or, kind of dive into some insight into certain things, I can do that at the end of the reaction as we go back and filter through and I start to come up with some things. So basically having a review kind of dispersed throughout the live reaction or set up at the end. Either way, it really just depends on what comes to mind at the time when I'm reading the chapter, but if people are fine with this method and they're not missing the reviews too much, we're just going to continue like this, and it'll just be like that for the foreseeable future. So unless, there's something about the reviews that you're not getting from the live reactions, which for me, from my perspective, all it could really be is the fact that I don't have time to really sit with the chapter, read it a bunch of times, and gain as much insight as I could if I were to do it, review style when I do it live reaction. I think this method is better, and we also get, that kind of depth and analysis regardless, even though it's just my kind of raw impression of the chapter. And that way we can kind of, have a dialogue, discuss the comments, and kind of come up with theories and stuff together, which is awesome. So that's pretty much it. Anyway, without further ado, let's dive into the fucking chapter, man. I got the glasses right here, as you already know, because people tell me I need the shades right now. People are telling me the chapter is insane, and I swear to fucking God, if that means that Mutsuki is getting tortured in this chapter, it's going to destroy me. It's right around that time, too, when you look back at part 1, but I digress. We'll get into that later. Chapter 63, Tree Buried Alive. Yo, what is this? What is the significance of that title? Is it referring to Algiri? A sudden attack by Shikorae, a.k.a. Rio, a.k.a. Neo Jail. Dude, HACHIKAWA got fucked up. God damn it, dude. His nose is fucking gone. Munch. Oh my goodness. HOGI's trying to go in. Can't get shit. Get back, Ayumu. Damn, dude. Look at those movements. Shikorae. Oh my goodness. You fucking ghoul. My nose ain't for you to snack on, dude. That Kokaku Quinke looks beast, though, HACHIKAWA. I still don't think they have a chance with Sato there, especially, but Shikorae is fucking monstrous, too. Yo! Let me zoom in on that. Sato's Kagune, though. The evolution of it. Shit is insane. Shidizawa, don't interfere. Yo, HACHIKAWA is pissed. Mr. HACHIKAWA, you look much more manly without your nose. Yo, Sato, what a fiend. What an absolute fiend. You bastard. Yo, wrecked his Quinka in one shot. Damn. HACHIKAWA, look at his face though. He looks like a straight zombie now. And he's out, he's done. Shikorae piercing him with it. He's got the Bikaku just riding through him like that. Oh my goodness, look at that spiral pattern. It really does remind me of the Bikaku that... Oh, it's done, dude. It's done. Right here, if this is enough. Look at the markings on Shikorae's face right now. Look at the markings on Shikorae's face. For those of you that know about Ryo, aka Jail, the thing about it is, I can no longer talk about these theories without spoiling Jail for people. Seems the general consensus is people don't care to be spoiled if they're spoiled on Jail or not. But those markings are what gave Ryo the name Jail in the first place, gave Ryo that moniker, you know, plus the insanity and everything like that. But having looked into it, having heard the various theories and read the various theories about Shikorae and Ryo being one and the same, which I wholeheartedly 100% believe them, but this is only further proof with those markings leading to the moniker and everything like that. That plus, you know, many things that can be observed with Shikorae's character, for example, you know, the very fact that he seemingly has this kind of brotherly obsession that you know, was seen and noticed during the dialogue that he had with Algiri and everything like that. Plus this, man, plus the way that the fucking Bikaku looks right now. Is done. I really, what is this though? Like, what is this, man? What is with the fucking emoticons? What is going on here? Why is there emoji in the fucking dialogue? Like, what is with these scissors, too? Nah, yeah, that Bikaku definitely reminds me of Ryo's, though. Hachi, Hogi, no. Damn, dude, they're cornered. Hachikawa's done. This is exactly what I thought would happen. Let's make this... No, it's done. It's Ryo confirmed, dude. They got it's a chimera. He's got the Ukaku, too, which I was wondering how they would really... solidify, Ishida would solidify Ryo in canon as Shikorae. Plus, you know, after the scenario book dropped and Ishida basically hinted at the comparison himself, it's a wrap. But the very fact that Shikorae has both a Bikaku and a Ukaku right now, because that's what just fired off. And then also the Ukaku looks similar to the one that Ryo has in the game too. It's slightly different, not as similar as the Bikaku though, I'm not gonna lie, but still. Damn, it's done. What, yo, that's gonna be crazy though. If Ishida makes Shikorae, if Shikorae is in fact 100% Ryo X Jail confirmed, and in the canon he transforms it such that, you know, Shikorae is a chimera ghoul with all 4 types of Kagane, dude. The fact that Shikorae is a chimera already debunks the kind of rating and the idea that the CCG has about Shikorae. So it's gonna be crazy to see how this character is really fleshed out and tied in, if it's going to in fact be Ryo, and how Ishida weaves it into canon, because a lot of the events that transpire in Jail don't take place. So it's gonna be interesting to see how Ishida, you know, drives Shikorae into the dynamic with the various characters and everything like that. But that aside, Mutsuki, come on. They got, alright, they dove into the water, they're straight. Good shit. Alright, they got away. Wanna eat Hachikawa? Agreed, dude. What is with these fucking emojis? What is this, though? And that fucking combi, Seido and Shikorae, is by far one of the most fiendish things I've seen. That was a massacre. That was dirty, absolutely disgusting. Hachikawa. Honestly, I don't feel for Hachikawa's character. I really don't. So it's not a thing. And he got taken out like utter trash. That sucks. Like, at least most, even if you know, you don't have a lot of exposition in the series, you know, most like Shimaguchi, for example, he still got this whole internal monologue before his death, which made it so fucking real and impactful. That was real in the sense that Hachikawa went out like utter trash. Damn. This is just some emergency first aid, but thank you, Toru. We've confirmed that Algeri has their base here on Rue. Time to go back. Hachikawa, for what it's worth, I thought he was an admirable. A long time ago, an investigative squad tasked with the suppression of the Black Dobers tried to save a civilian and was almost completely wiped out, save one member. That one member was Hachi. Ever since then, Hachi's personality has been a little twisted. Damn, Hogi's actually crying over the man, though. This is what it takes right there. He was a foul-mouthed and greedy, almost universally hated. But I liked him. You don't like your freckled face, so you've grown your hair out into a mop-like mess. What an idiot. Sheesh. Look at my face. Forget your freckles. Even this shit-smeared horror is 1,000 times better than hiding your face completely. Alright, even all it takes is one panel to slightly humanize Hachikawa, even though I've only ever seen him as a fiend. And the whole bout with Arimi, I was cheering for Arimi the whole time. I don't care what happened to his squad in the past. I'm sorry, but I can sympathize with Hogi and Hogi's feelings for Hachikawa at this stage, especially with this scene and this flashback. I'll give it to him. R.I.P. Hachikawa. I'll give it to you. No matter what kind of person someone really is, once we have even one good memory of them, it becomes really hard to hate them. Yeah. Yo, Mutsuki making the fucking Sasaki comparisons right now. Once we have even one good memory of them, he's a completely different person now. I wonder what he's after. Dude, Mutsuki, our mentalities are completely in sync right now. I think I understand what you're getting at, Hogi. No! What a creep! Hogi. That's like the first time I'm seeing Hogi's face too. She's fucking beautiful. God damn. Torso, that fucking fiend. Creep level. Look at that. How did he? No, I know how he found them, man. He has Mutsuki's smell on lock. God damn, Hogi. Don't tell me Hogi's dead too. I mean, he just slammed on the ground. Hogi could be okay. Toru, oh my god, Mutsuki, no! I can't believe you've come all the way out here to see me. This takes me back to like chapter 4 or whatever it was of Riemann when Toru first got his hand when Torso first got his hands on Mutsuki, dude. Oh my god, this is fucking creep. That panel is disturbing. Fuck. I swear, man, if Mutsuki is captured and Torso has his way with her, I'm going to rage, man. But then if you want to continue the parallels with part 1 and now, as people like to do, this would be often was somewhat unavoidable. I foresaw this coming since the beginning of the Hiroshima arc, man. I saw it coming as soon as I saw, my girl Mutsuki on the island. But maybe, as some were speculating last week, this can finally be where we see Mutsuki's Kagane revealed, and she can beast Torso. She should be able to beast Torso, man, because how far she's come at this point, the Juzo training, the blade skills, and we have yet to even see her Kagane, and she's this pro without it. It's time, man. It's time. I swear to God, though, if Torso has his way with her. Damn. Yes, dude, this is what I've been waiting for. Shit, it's V's lair, son. Look at let me analyze this panel right here. These pillars on the side too. Where the fuck? And it looks like you see the huge ass V on the ground. It looks like you can make out 5 silhouettes right there at the top of the V. There's a desk. That a person behind it too. It kind of reminds me of Tsunoyoshi Washu's office, dude. And look at the symbol on the back. The wing, isn't that similar to the CCG symbol? Hold up. No, okay, alright. They both have the wings, but the emblem for V, the wings are shaped in a sort of V. It looks like there's, I don't know if those are if that's like a door or what. It looks like there's this line, potentially a sword being thrust through the center. Yo, I need to look into that a little bit more in a second, but it seems Kaneki has captured the one-eyed owl. What do you lot think? Papa Arima, man, god damn, seeing him actually there in the organization. Is Takatsuki the king? I believe there's a good chance. Same. Nimura, did they not teach you manners at the garden? Yo, what is this right now? Furuta's from the Sunlit Garden as well. We already knew that based on Ihei's final moments, based on that whole final scene, that Arima was probably part of the Sunlit Garden as well. When my girl Haru went out, I remember that being where she kind of foresaw this first meeting with Arima. So if Furuta is involved with this, well, I mean, Haru's dead, so there's no confirmation as far as that goes, as to whether Haru could have been involved with V as well. I'm sure Kurdi would have known. But is the Sunlit Garden, then, controlled by V? And then that leads into V's ties with the CCG and how deep it really goes and who's aware, and if it's just a hierarchy, at what stage. That's crazy. Yo, does that mean that Shao potentially has ties to... No. My sexy goddess Shao can't have ties to me, dude. I'm sorry, that's too much, but yo, that's crazy. Did they not teach you manners at the garden? Don't remember. Did they teach you, Kaiko? Yo, it is Kaiko. Fuck. Shut up. As long as she is in CCG hands, the owl is but a caged bird. Look, you're no... Yo. Are they really bringing in the birdcage symbolism right here, too? Ishida doesn't play games, man. I mean, I'm gonna need to look into the other translations as well, because from the people that were telling me, they were like, yo, there a bunch of people sent me different scans. No One-Eye King scan this week, which that's what I would have preferred, but there were two other, scan groups that did, very different translations. I haven't looked at them yet. I wanted to wait for the manga stream because I couldn't be dealing with all kinds of variations. I wanted to see what the manga stream translation was like first. So I decided to wait before doing the live reaction with this. But after I finish this, I'm definitely going to go compare there because this shit is crazy. The owl is but a caged bird. Nevertheless, she's Kuzen's daughter. Remain vigilant. As for RIZE, we simply cannot continue to be led around by that. What the fuck? Are they talking about Kaneki here then? As for RIZE, we simply cannot continue to be led around by that. They must be referring to Kaneki, unless they're talking about RIZE as well, which would be crazy. I leave that to Kisho. Nimura continued to shadow Ken, Kaneki, and he's the Kaiko's not even talking about Kaneki, dude. Oh, wait a second. Because there are some, for those of you that don't know, there's some theories going around concerning RIZE and, indirectly Kaneki as to why, Kaneki is in fact the true successor to the One-Eyed King. And people have been saying that RIZE is actually a descendant of the original One-Eyed King from a century ago. Oh, if that really is the case, because why else would Kaiko and V be interested right now? Do they realize that RIZE is still alive, though, at this stage? Because only the higher-ups of Aogiri, plus Yomo, Yoshimura, and the rest of them knew about it at the time after the Kano lab raid. Oh, I will leave that to Kisho. Roger. Arima, man. Seeing him bow down like this. Is he really playing both sides? Like, Furuta's beyond me. With the amount of agency he has in every single organization of this series, it's insane. But Arima, dude, this scene really reminds me of the scene with Arima and Tsuneyoshi Washu at the end of part 1, dude. Especially the way the V headquarters looks. The fucking emblem, though. It definitely deviates from the CCG emblem. Definitely deviates from the CCG emblem. Because if you look at it, dude, the way that the CCG emblem is, the wings aren't even, kind of outstretched upwards, and you see the letters CCG kind of plastered over it. Whereas this, it's almost like it implies a sense of freedom and unity at the same time with the V logo. And with the wings and everything, kind of, and playing off of the birdcage symbolism, dude. Fucking Eto and Kaneki, there might be deeper ties in this series than I ever even imagined possible. That shit's crazy. I can't believe it. Yo, are we finally gonna get to see RIZE? Is that what the hype is about in this chapter? Continue to shadow Ken Kaneki and Kuzen's daughter. Really though, dude, look at Kaiko. He looks like a straight fiend in this panel. Your hair, you cut it, didn't you? Yes. Poor Kuzen died in vain. What is Kaiko really implying with this line, dude? And I'm assuming then that this indicates that V has no information regarding Yoshimura still being alive and being held and farmed for his kakaho by Kano. They don't know this. Which is interesting to me if they do in fact know about Rise's continued subsistence. But, yo, the Rise greatness. I'm sorry. If I get to see Rise in this chapter, I'm gonna go insane. I'm gonna go absolutely insane. But that aside, what is Kaiko really implying here? And that also indicates that Furuta hasn't been able to extract that much information out of Aogiri with his agency there. Although he could just be playing it close to the chest. Furuta, man, the shade abounds. It transcends any shade that's in any other character in the series, as far as I'm concerned at this point. I mean, granted, Arima is cloaked in it as well at this stage, but Furuta, man, God. Poor Kuzen died in vain, which I'm guessing is in regard to him being unable to fully protect his daughter, but we'll have to see. I've never seen someone get their hair cut while being followed around by a CCG investigator. I'm glad I did. Feels wonderful to have it done right before this huge event. How's it look? Dude, look at that, so flaunting that shit. It does look sexy too. It suits you. Oh, do I look like a go-getter woman? Yes, very. Oh my god, dude. The Eto X Kaneki fanboys and fangirls are going crazy out for this panel. It's an amazing panel. It's strange to me, coming off of last chapter. I'm wondering how long it's been since that scene in the interrogation room. Probably, I'd say probably like a week or something like that since then, because the tension in that scene was palpable. It was heavy. And to see them kind of buddy like this, dude, the vibe is nice right now. It's interesting. It really is interesting. But I do like this panel. It's hilarious. Oh my goodness, Eto. By the way, I have something I need to ask you. Me? Yes, you. I managed to make both my editing department and the bureau see reason, and have gotten permission to conduct a press conference in regards to Takatsuki's last work. Investigator Sasaki, might I request your presence at this conference? Look at Kaneki's gaze, man. Look at those eyes. No need to be so wary. He's mad wary. He's such a discerning look. Who signed off on this, though? Because I can only imagine what games Eto is about to play. I can only imagine how this filters into her goal and her endgame. Because there's no way things aren't going somewhat according to her plan, especially with that last line of dialogue she had last chapter. But the CCG signed off on this press conference? And granted, nobody knows. I mean, we know that V knows, and by extension, Arima. And if the higher-ups in the CCG are involved, like, for example, Yoshitoki or Tsuneyoshi, then they could potentially know that Eto is Al as well. But I guess since Kaneki's played close to the chest, nobody else in the CCG really knows this. So whoever signed off on the bureau, and I'm guessing if it was Yoshitoki, in fact, then the only ties could be above him, which would be his father, Tsuneyoshi. But even still, who signed? Like, I get that Takatsuki Sen is one of the most prolific authors in this universe, but the fact who signed off on this, dude? You have to keep watch over me anyway, don't you? Toka and Renji, dude, my crew. Every time I get to see them, it's amazing. If that's the case, and what's with this butterfly, man? Yo, Ishida, don't tell me, that you're implying what I think you're implying with this. Alright, we're gonna table it for a second. Then I want you to see this. Who is that? It looks like Toka and Ri. Judging by the hair and the silhouette and the fact that we just saw them. I don't know. I'm on the lookout for RIZE right now. I don't know if Renji still has RIZE locked up or not, but just that mention alone and the possibilities with the theories that are going around with RIZE's ties to the original One-Eyed King, and then by extension Kaneki being the new One-Eyed King, is crazy to me. I'm guessing that's just Toka though, that silhouette, because it looks like Ri. If not, then it would be. No, it definitely looks like Ri. I don't think I've spoken before this many people since the release of the Black Goat's egg. Rejoice, Furuguchi. The date of your disposal has been. I swear to fucking God, dude, if they don't. Okay, I knew she's being executed. It doesn't give me a precise date. We don't need the glasses for this, but this wrecks me. Look at my girl, dude. I swear to fucking God, if she is not rescued, if Kaneki doesn't do something, if Ayato doesn't do anything, I swear to fucking God, if one hair is touched on my girl Hinami's head. Look at her, man. Oh my fuck. Joyce Furuguchi, the date of your disposal has been finalized. This book has been a long time in the making. A story I've most wanted to tell. I am deeply grateful that I have been given the chance to announce its completion here before you all. Oh, the butterfly is here as well, dude. We're gonna talk about this in a second. Because especially with it being shown right here after this panel with Hinami. Yo, I swear to fucking God, man. But I need to finish this chapter. It is quite literally an account of the author's life, the story of Sen Takatsuki, the individual. Oh, Eto, are you serious right now? You see everybody watching. Naki, Misa, the rest of Algier, I'm assuming, is watching this. You see Ayato. Like, who's this? I'm assuming that's Tatara, just based on the fact that they showed Algiri right here in these panels, and it looks like he just perched up on Ru. But before I introduce the work to all of you, there's something I need to tell all of you about me. No fucking way, dude! Are you serious right now? Are you serious? It can't be. It really can't. And what is this? Who is this? Is it Shachi? I'm guessing this is Shachi. It looks like this man is being pursued by V as well, because you see the black cloaks, the little top hat right here on the one in the corner, coming off of what Kaiko just said about RIZE, and that it very well could be Shachi. That's the only person I can think of, unless it's Amon. Unless this is Amon, and we're actually getting a profile shot of what his face actually looks like as Floppy. Because if you think about it, he very well could have grown out this large-scale beard and facial hair and everything like that since it's been 4+ years, and he's just been rogue. So, and not 4+, but almost 4 years, I'll say. So, damn, dude. I'm guessing it's Shachi, but if it's Amon, that's crazy. Either way, this shit is fucking hype, dude. The RIZE build-up, especially too. Then if you think about it, every move that Banjo has been making as Scarecrow could be tied to this. Maybe he's allied with Shachi. It all depends on if Renji still has RIZE locked up. But either way, there's something outside of Kaneki that is of pressing concern to V and in relation to RIZE, which builds up those theories of RIZE's relation to the original One-Eyed King. potentially the floppies in general, just as the term Algiri used it for, that which is why I think that Corona is allied with Amon as well. But if Shachi is with them, which is crazy because I thought he was still working with Algiri and maintaining that kind of coexistence, but interesting, dude. I'm not even ready to turn this page though because I feel as though I know what Eto's gonna say, and that's fucking crazy, dude. That's insane. Before I introduce the work to all of you, there's something I need to tell all of you about me. I am a ghoul. Kaneki's face! Look at his eyes! He's like, what the fuck did you just say? Yo, Eto, what are you plotting right now? How does this filter into your endgame? What good does this announcement serve right now? And the thing, the shock in his face, the shock in Kaneki's face makes me believe that nobody, he included, or the rest of CCG, or the department, the editorial department, knew that she was going to announce this. So that's exactly what I was saying. Why did they sign off on this? I knew she would use this to some end. But why announce that she's a ghoul? Yo. My last work I wrote for my unique brothers and sisters in arms. Wretched creatures, born into the wrong world, endlessly yearning for flesh and blood. Damn. The story of a certain unique ghoul. Next issue, what will be asked of this world? Okay, so a few things right now with this chapter. First thing I need to say, I just looked into it. The entirety of the chapter, the continued revelations that we have in the setup, fucking insane. Absolutely insane. But this ending, based Ishida yet again, the first thing I saw when I was looking into some things. Continuing the parallels with part 1, chapter 63. I remember this as soon as I saw it. I was like, how did I not see this immediately? That panel at the end of chapter 63, after Kaneki experienced the Amori torture, and you see him just clawing at his face, the eye piercing through, and he says, I am a ghoul. Mirroring that with Eto's announcement here at chapter 63 of RIZE. Too fucking real. But what are you trying to indicate? And at the same time, if you think about going back to part 1, that portion, and what's happening with fucking Torso and Mutsuki right now. Fuck. Yo, and people call it so long ago, but I didn't want to believe. I swear, Mutsuki, you need to get the fuck out of here. You really do, but that ending is crazy. Let's run this back and look at what we have right now. Let's run this back and look. First of all, Hachikawa's death, man. I'm sorry, like, I still feel absolutely nothing. I will say R.I.P. for Hachikawa, but all it really did for me was get me more invested in Hogi's character, though. I fucking love Ayumu. If she's not alive after Torso manhandled her, and I think that she could have very well survived that, but still. And Torso's not really concerned with her at all. He just wants Mutsuki. Fuck though, it was crazy. And realistically, the Neo Jail Rio equals Shikorae theories are 100% solidified for me with this chapter. The fucking markings from the Kakugan, the mentality, everything that we've seen up to this point and that's gone into this theory crafting surrounding the links between them, the bits of symbolism that Ishida has given us, the character design in and of itself, it's done, man. It's fucking done for me. And the fact that, it's confirmed that Shikorae has Chimera Kagane, and it, like I said, it'll be fucking insane if they try and implement, how the game kind of worked, and even instead of giving it, since you could choose any route and have, a particular one of the 4 Kagane, if they have Shikorae, equaling Rio, and it's a Chimera Kagane of all fucking 4, dude, that's gonna be insane. That's gonna be absolutely insane. But that aside, this being confirmed is crazy. Seda going in. What else do we have in this chat? Toro on 100, fucking torso on 100% creep mode. Arima, fuck. More Furuta revelations. This whole shit with V, dude. The symbolism of the emblem too. I can't wait to get into it further. I really can't. The butterfly, though, is the last thing that I want to talk about that we see here, you know, appearing in the last couple of pages, first seen in this panel with Toka and Renji. And for those of you that don't know about this, the butterfly is used in many literary instances. It's a running trope in literature to signify a couple of things. For one, off the cuff, instantly you can kind of refer to the butterfly effect. And to me, this could be kind of implying that ETO'S actions with that announcement are going to have a huge impact and ripple effect on the universe of Tokyo Ghoul. So that's one way you could take it. I know other people are going to take it back to the base symbolism that you know is rooted in Tokyo Ghoul with Kaka and the metamorphosis and everything like that. So I definitely see that being one way it's taken as well, and you can read into it. But then I want to know from that perspective what function it has being implemented here. The way I see the use of this, though, and there's you know, has been seen and noted in, you know, various forms of literature and various mediums, that the appearance of a butterfly signifies one heavy, impactful symbolism to come, deep events and consequences, which I think that heavily, you know, ties to what's happening with Hinami. And at the same time, similar to the phoenix, you know, it's a symbol used to signify death and rebirth. Now, if you think about it, and this is the thing that gets me, why I want to tie it to Hinami and why it sort of slightly worries me, to be completely honest, is that Hinami's Kagane, being a chimera Kagane as well, a fusion of both of her parents' Kagane, if you remember what it looks like, it has the appearance of a straight up butterfly. Hinami looks like a butterfly when it's fully activated like that. So I wonder if this is putting Hinami in that role and signifying events to come as far as her character and potentially, you know, foreshadowing her death and her being unable to be saved, which if that fucking happens, where? Yeah, I'm gonna be wrecked by that. But either way, it definitely has some function here being shown on these two second to last pages. But that's pretty much it, dude. Let me know your thoughts on this chapter of Tokyo Ghoul. God, fucking man, there's the setup and smaller revelations, especially with V and that talk of RIZE. That gets me more than anything, dude. That really gets me more than anything, and this last page as well. But let me know your thoughts, and I'm out. Peace.